thing that's constant between the Old Testament and the New Testament is love thy neighbor.
Right.
Only thing. So anything outside of that is not God, and I stand on that 100%. So the next question is, are you religious or spiritual? And I'm spiritual because religion makes no sense at all.
Right.
It's, you know.
I'm spiritual. I believe that there's a higher power, a higher being, that everything happens in life for a reason, even though whether it's good or bad, and then, you know, it makes you a better person. But at the same time, with sometimes, even with going to my mother's church or going to certain people's churches, I can't agree with exactly what the message they're preaching, but I know that God is above, He's watching me, I'm a child of God, etc. But at the same time, sometimes you go to these churches and they talk about how you're living, like you shouldn't be living a certain way, or they try to call you out, or even like from my personal experience, they try to use your own personal message or story to as a sermon. That's a wrap.
Like now said, religion just makes no sense. There's so many oppressive religions and just things in religion that makes no sense. But in my philosophy class, like they said, we were analyzing democracy and the Confucian democracy. It's like, how do you know someone else's morals is better than your own? But I don't believe that oppressing people, like some churches are saying women have to be below men and they can't wear this and they can't wear that. Like, you're reducing their free will, and that's all based on religion. And then there's some religions that's like they're ignoring their own past. Like, I'm not gonna call it out. Never mind. But yeah.
Yeah, been like a whole controversial.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call it out. Go ahead.
I feel like in my history class, my history teacher said there's no universal truth. So one religion can't be, you know, the dominant religion or correct, but it's like what you believe in and if you cold-heartedly believe in it. Like I said, I think God is just love. So I feel like all the people who are showing nothing but love are the people He's gonna accept. And it's like, it doesn't matter which religion you're in. If you're following, I guess, those rules or how you feel will best lead to serving that well of love correctly, and you're doing everything you can to just show nothing but love, then you're good. Like, you don't have to go to church every Sunday. You don't have to wear certain clothes if that's not what you believe in, because at the end of the day, it's all about
Okay, so next question. Right, yes, I agree.
Oh, do you believe in second chances? I do. There's only extreme cases where I won't. No, everyone deserves a second chance, but not just like
Mass murderers.
No, even those people deserve a second chance.
Shooters.
No, even those people deserve a second chance. Everyone deserves a second chance, and this is how I judge who's given a second chance. If I seen that you put in work to change, I'm gonna give you another chance. So it's not like you did something yesterday and I'm forgiving you and giving you another chance today. That's not how it works, because you haven't really thought about your actions and how it affected other people and put in enough work to change before I can like really give you a second chance. So, but anybody can get it. If you really work to change, I will give you a second chance. There's always an opportunity to redeem yourself.
I'm a very untrustworthy. I don't trust people easily. Let me say that, because that's my word. So it takes a lot for me to trust that person anyways. In the beginning, I'm not just immediately going to put my trust in you. So if you break that trust, a second chance is going to be very, very hard for me to give you, because you knew that I didn't trust you, and you already had to go this mile-long road to get that trust, and for you to just break that, it's just like, I'm not a believer in second chances. I'm not a big believer in second chances, because you already have one chance and you have to do a lot for that one chance. Why would I give you another chance and have to go through all that? And once you break my trust, you will never get that trust back. Period. Even if I give you a second chance,
Period.
I will never give you that trust back.
Period. Period. Selective. Second chances should be given selectively. Some people, I understand where you're coming from, but some people don't. I personally feel as though, personally, feel as though some people who took other people's lives because they weren't getting attention at home, or because the other person that was giving them, that was not giving them attention, or was giving attention to somebody else, should take lives of other people. They don't should get second chances, but everybody deserves a second chance. Next question.
Which one, holds the most, your intentions or your results?
Most what?
Like justification, or like how you would base something on.
Results.
Why do you think so?
That's a good question. Because
It was a good debate.
What'd you say?
your attention or your results.
What would you say then?
Well, try it. Go.
You
I
had
don't
your.
know.
So what did you say?
I think intentions, because results happen because of your intentions. So if you had good in mind, then. But okay, so like the opponent.
Die.
Okay, but I think that good and bad is, there's no one, definition of that. Like, somebody's good could be somebody else's bad. Like, people are killing people because they're saying, out of their good, because they're saying these people are bad.
Right.
So, like the saying says, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Like, you could have you might think that something's good, like killing all these people. Like, the genocide in, like, what's it called? Like, genocide. They're killing all these people because they think that they don't belong there. That's their good. So I think it's outcomes.
I see
But
what you're
it's
saying
very
now,
selective.
because I was just thinking of universally good things, like
But like you said, like your teacher said, there's no universal truth. There's
Right.
no universal good. There's no universal bad. That's all your morals.
results really okay. That's probably why we lost that debate round, but
So that's what's results, right?
but there's no right answer. It's just who can really, persuade the judges more. And they really did a good job. They were saying things like how, like the intentions of slavery was to be economically prosperous for the United States, but
Right.
the results of that is millions of lives dying and black people being, placed as like third class citizens. And the people who were debating for it was saying no, that was the intentions of slavery, was to treat these people as like third class citizens, and the results was the economic benefits, but that wasn't the case.
I see why they lost, because that wasn't right. The intentions were for economic growth.
Yeah, and we were just seen as like a tool rather than a human being.
But because they seen us as this is why it made using us for economic growth.
There's different facets of it.
Yeah, it's not.
No, I feel as though the reason why, like, in a sense you're right, but at the same time, they probably only seen us as tools because they saw that in other, like when they went to visit these other countries, they saw that how they were using people, and then they got to even like before slavery happened in Europe, like slavery was happening in Africa.
Okay, I hate when people say that, because the slavery that was happening in Africa was not the same slavery that was happening in America.
It's not.
The slavery that was happening in Africa were the workers who lost wars, who lost debts, and after they paid off this debt, they were released.
Yes.
And they were not beaten and starved like I'm not trying
America
were.
I'm not trying to compare the American slavery to African slavery. I'm saying that it was inspired based off this, but I didn't say just because they saw the intention of like oh yeah, this is a good thing, we could use them as tools because they're using them as tools, whatever. Because you could have slaves, whatever. You could like have people after war, like you said, they let them go. But then when you purchase people, when you buy so-called property, and then you do as what you please, That's what makes it bad. It's not that I'm trying to say that, you know, Africa had slaves, so it's okay for America to have slaves. Of course it's not. Nobody should be enslaved, but... So you guys...
Oh, this was a good question.
So you guys, this is the end of the video. If you like, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. If you want to see more of Kanal and Jaya, please don't forget to, you know, let us know down below. But you guys, thank you for watching and have a good day. Bye! I'm a